What's up, wrestling fans? WWE Smackdown is over, and what you need to do right now is you need to get off your ass and press that goddamn subscribe button. Because if you don't hit the sub button, then how you gonna watch all my other videos on wrestling? How you gonna watch all my other effed up videos on the world and my podcast and all that shit? Plus my podcast. Never mind the podcast. My podcast. But we're gonna talk about WWE Smackdown even though I'm sick as a fucking dog. We're going to take your goddamn phone calls, and we're going to talk about WWE Smackdown. We're going to figure out what the hell happened here tonight. Bobby Roode lost a goddamn match. We'll be right back. Let's talk about this shit. 339-226-6610, and Jake is on board tonight. I'm sick, and here comes some music. Enjoy. I'll be right back.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
Oh, it's just so sad. Like the WWE attendance right now. It's just so sad, Mr. Cornette. Oh, man. I love the guys. There's not really too many haters because for some reason his fan base sucks, but mine is amazing. But it is funny when you see, like, there's a couple negative comments on that video. Not many, though. But the best was the one guy who was like, milk this while you can, man. You got the spotlight for 2 seconds, you retard, and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, dude, take it easy. I was talking to WWE not that long ago, number one. Number two, you know, I actually had Cornette on my show once. You know, it's like, this isn't even nothing. I've been through wars with people, with popular people, with celebrities. If this is 15 minutes, and I've had 15 minutes about 50 fucking times, you dumbass. Go home to your mom's house and dig out her vagina juice and drink it so you can become a woman like you want to be. I'm a little bit sick right now, and I've had a little bit of NyQuil and shit, and my face is drooping in on itself tonight. So I may get a little weird. I mean, I may fall asleep or I may get weird. I don't know which one it will happen first, but either one could happen. Yo, shout out to RKO XX KANE. I guess that means that Randy Orton might fuck Kane. I mean, I don't know what that name means, but that's awesome. Jake, how you doing tonight, man?
I guess that name's better than rated pork fried rice. So
yeah. Well, that's a different. That's the wrong ethnicity.
That's a different beast altogether. I'm telling you, Nakamura and Randy need a good name.
Well, that's Chinese people though. Can you hear these?
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue.
See how red my eyes are.
$9. Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Greetings to all my yuppie heaters and the beautiful yet fierce shell. Smackdown didn't feel relevant at all. The Beast versus Jinder Mahal is fucking god, also can't blame for any talent leaving. Who can blame them? Fuck Tommy's Hamburglar corpse.
Fuck his Hamburglar corpse. Thanks, Null Death, for the $9. Thanks for getting me started here, Null Death, with the $9.
Getting you going.
Yeah, I mean, can you, and guys, I'm probably going to be off cam a lot tonight. You're going to see me clicking over, but that's the spare you of seeing snots coming out of my face and seeing me looking like a droopy-ass piece of garbage. So I'm going to be doing that a lot. So you're going to have to look at this scrolling screen in my face and my dumb, pasty white ass. But that's to save you guys from my sickness. Yeah, I mean, what do you think about these match announcements here, Jake? Because this is fucking... I mean, it's all confirmed now, you know?
SmackDown was much akin to Raw. You know, they went ahead and they started strong. I really liked what we got in the beginning. Sami Zayn damn, he laid in thick to Daniel Bryan.
That was the best part.
What's
Daniel's
up, my
easy
nickels?
to attack.
Was SDL good tonight?
What's up, online persona? Not really, but yeah. So anyway, continue.
He's an easy target, but
yeah, it was a lot of this.
It's easy to knock him down because he's not able to fight back. But still, they made some very very savage comments towards Daniel, and I thought it was very well executed. Some people said that Sami Zayn sounded robotic. I don't feel that way. I thought he fit into the heel role very nicely. I enjoyed the opening segment.
He sounded like Sami Zayn when Sami Zayn's a dick. Actually, he sounded like Sami Zayn off camera.
Himself more. He felt more natural.
Yeah, because like Sami Zayn on camera usually plays up this whole like, "Hey, I'm a good guy, happy to be here."
But, reminds me a bit of Bailey with that effervescent, bubbly nature of his. Like, don't forget, you're supposed to like me.
Yeah,
exactly. That was missing from the tone of his voice, and I loved it.
But on NXT, if you remember the hidden camera trick on that show, he was like a dickhead. Like that guy was recording and whatever, and he was like, "Turn your camera off. Turn that camera off. You can't record." And then he like freaked out. Like I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was on whatever that camera show, hidden camera show that ended because what was it? Titus O'Neil punched someone in the dick or something.
Yeah, swerved.
Swerved, yeah, there we go.
I couldn't think of the name either.
Swerved, hey, you get swerved. It's just a swerve. It was like WWE. It was like the what were those parents? I'm so fucking sick. I can't even think of names.
Daddy 05.
Daddy 05. Yeah, it was like Daddy 05. WWE superstars were the kids.
Yeah, because they all felt unsafe in the locker room, and like some of the pranks were very simple and harmless, but other ones went a bit not far, but you always had to kind of be suspicious of everyone in your surroundings. So
right.
They kind of got sick of constantly feeling scrutinized and like they were going to be attacked.
Yeah, they're like always on edge and they're freaking out. And of course it's Titus O'Neil, right? Of course it's him that fucking loses his goddamn mind and like punches a guy in the balls or whatever the hell happened. I mean, you can't, like, there's some people you can't play jokes on. They should have tested them all first or something.
Yeah, they should have, cleared, not. I mean, you can't ruin the surprise. You want to make the reaction genuine. But they should know by who's willing, and able to go with a joke on the fly like that. Seth seems to go with the flow of things. The New Day was okay, but some of the other people just wanted nothing to do with it.
Probably The Miz. I don't know. Yeah, yo, shout out to Shell in the chat. What's up, Shell? She was showing off the T-shirt the other day. We had a record number of T-shirt sales in the month of October and September. I don't know what happened, but this was definitely like one of the biggest months in the last 30 days, I would say, of the T-shirt sales on my Teespring site.
Yeah, that's incredible news to hear. Speaking, of while you're doing incredible, Raw had some of the worst viewership, not just live attendance, but viewership, in quite some time. The ratings tanked last night, absolutely plummeted. I know you reported it earlier on the Joe Cronin show, but it's disappointing. You figure go home show, TLC, it should have been, KANE returning, and it should have really been a big night, but it's just a very low turnout in Portland. They had the entire hard camera side fully tarped off, and viewership was just at a record low. So it's unfortunate. It's scary, it really is. Now you have a bunch of rumors of people leaving. So,
oh man, and here it comes. He's back again. He's back again. That's gotta be Kane. I can't even scream, dude. I'm so sick.
This has nothing to do with wrestling, but it is still more interesting than Raw.
All right.
The longest German word is Rindfleischedickerierungswebervertragsgebenübertragungsgesetz. It's a law about beef regulations. Raw and Smackdown must in German beef regulations.
It's a law about beef regulations. What the fuck? No doubt.
I wonder if that's true. I'm sure it is.
No doubt if that's true. That's insane, man. That's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious if that was like a real word. Twitch.tv. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Over 100 people on Twitch. Yo, what's up to Twitch? 400 people on YouTube. I give you guys some credit for being here tonight. We're talking about over 500 people for a SmackDown review right now. I fell asleep during SmackDown for 20 minutes. I missed quite a few things, I feel like. But I'm telling you, man, I'm sick right now. So
Well, on
I'm
top of being
sorry.
sick, it really wasn't a great night. You know, the intro was good, and then the rest of it just underdelivered. It didn't even oversell and underdeliver. It just undersold and underdelivered. Unfortunately, they don't have anything that's really that interesting at this point.
Yeah, I fell asleep during the Charlotte Naomi women's schmoz.
I mean, what are some of the main feuds going right now? I mean, granted, some people aren't thrilled about the Shield reuniting, but at least we can point to Raw and we're like, yeah, there's this feud, there's that feud. On SmackDown, I have no interest in seeing Sin Cara and Baron Corbin go at it. I don't care about Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. The women are a clusterfuck right now with everybody fighting everybody, so there's no real direction there. And especially since we know Asuka's debuting on Raw, it's just hard to care about SmackDown right now. Their main event scene is essentially a tag team in the form of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And next week, Shane's going to return, so that'll give you a little boost, to look forward to. But all in all, it just feels like they're missing that huge draw or star power.
Yeah, it feels like a show that's not complete right now. I mean,
absolutely, and that's an unfortunate thing to say, but
yeah, it doesn't seem right. I didn't have any interest really. I mean,
it feels unequal compared to Raw. I mean, you look at Raw, and yeah, I don't like Roman. I know you don't care for him, but he is a top guy in some people's eyes. There are casual fans that really love him, drawing power or not.
He's a polarizing guy. I mean, like, no matter whether you like him or you hate him, he's a polarizing sort of guy. But I just would do more with him. I feel like the guy is at a level, 6 or 7. But he could be at a higher level than that,
Exactly. But even still, you have one of the most beloved and revered factions in modern history, the Shield, reuniting on Raw. And on SmackDown, the only story that's being told in the main event scene is that Jinder Mahal wants to get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, for no reason.
one wants to see it, so...
And for no reason. They're both champions, and there'd be no point. There's no reason for this whatsoever.
It's just devaluing the WWE Championship because Brock's not going to eat a pinfall from Jinder.
Jinder should want to not do this. Jinder should want to be like, guys, there's a time and a place, but right now I'm the champion and I'm the modern-day Maharaja. Like, there's no way that Jinder... Can you explain... Now, this has been rumored for weeks, but I didn't actually see how it went down tonight. Can you tell me what Jinder said tonight? Because I didn't hear it.
He pretty much just... I'll go. I made some notes here. Let me pull them up quick.
Just read this gross joke on Reddit.
Did he say it tonight, though? I mean, what's up, Parker?
How do you know if you have a high sperm count? She has to chew before she can swallow. LMAO, so fucking gross.
Yo, thank you, Parker. I think I'm gonna puke, but thank you, Parker. Where's your sound clip from the other day?
How much of a beast you are, Vito. This is my...
Oh, that was my crack from the other night. That's how you know I'm sick. I'm out of breath, and I couldn't say Vito's name.
Your voice cracks.
Yeah. Here it is. That's what I feel like about that. Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So, Jinder's in the ring, and
Thanks,
he goes
Parker.
ahead. And, yeah, thank you, Parker. He said that, when he was in India as the first Indian WWE champion, he received a royal welcome. And he was loved and filled with adulation and praise. He was welcomed at 5-star hotels and restaurants, and they catered to his every whim. And then he said a young boy came up to him as he was leaving and asked him what's next. He doesn't get the same respect in the U.S. as he does in India. Jinder then said, he's beaten every worthy opponent.
I can't believe WWE is really doing Jinder versus Lesnar. They can't be this stupid. Wait, yes, I can. If Jinder beats Lesnar and AJ, I'm done with SD Live. Triple H, save US, please. F Tommy's fucking Hamza dead corpse.
Save us, Triple H. Yo, thanks for the donation, Save us, Triple H. And yeah, fuck Hamza's dead corpse. This is full retard right now.
Oh, it's ridiculous. So Jinder goes ahead and he says that, he wants to prove that the beast can be slain. And he, wants to also prove that he's the greatest WWE champion of all time. So if he faces and beats Brock Lesnar, that the fans will have to grovel at his feet. Direct quote there. So then AJ comes out and they play back and forth with each other, little digs. And Jinder said, "Did you hear he challenged Brock at Survivor Series?" AJ says, "I don't care about that. I just want to know if you heard him say he had faced all worthy competition on SmackDown," and basically saying, "You never faced me. You haven't beat me." And they went back and forth, making insults at each other.
Oh my God, he's going to beat AJ.
So I don't know if he's going to face
beat
AJ
AJ
before Survivor Series, but
Yeah,
he's definitely going to beat AJ.
He's going to beat AJ Styles because somebody has to put him over even more, even though he's already the champion, because the championship isn't even on the line.
See, I originally had thought that AJ
would
be his next feud after he faces Brock Lesnar, but
maybe
he might put him over beforehand too.
He needs to he needs to win that match too, because he's going to lose to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So I would assume. Can you imagine if he beat Brock Lesnar though? Either way, it's just a fucking mess. This company is fucking retarded, bro. You are fucking stupid, WWE. I'm sick as shit, and I'm still here talking about your fucking dumbass. You morons.
What do you get from any of this? If you go ahead, he's beaten AJ Styles before.
He has beaten AJ Styles. You're right.
Yeah, but not
He's gonna
in the
beat him again.
Picture. It'll go ahead and well, it's bullshit though. It really is. You know,
my God.
We'll go ahead and we'll see this match happen.
Why don't you go sue the Young Bucks again, you fucking idiots? Why don't you go throw some more cease and desist at the goddamn Young Bucks?
Really.
Instead of throwing some money at some writers that have a fucking brain. Although it doesn't matter if writers have a brain, because WWE writers have been starting to come to us over the last year. We've heard from 3 of them now that basically they had all these ideas and nothing was ever pushed, nothing was ever used, because every time someone had a good idea, but we're doing this thing with Roman. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with Roman? I want to do something good with this guy. Yeah, but that might be too good. It might what? That's your mentality. That's your mentality, you idiots. There's no ceiling then. There's no ceiling. It's a cookie cutter fucking... It's like... Oh my God. It's like the new... I don't know if anybody plays NHL. It's like the new NHL system. Like, it used to be that, like, every time you did stuff, you earned points and you could build your guy up and get him to, like, an overall of 90 in club and drop in games. Now you can't do that. Now everything's cookie cutter. Everybody gets a level 70. So, you know what I mean? You're never going to get above that. You know, it's like WWE's gone socialist or communist or whatever. There's no glass ceiling to break because Roman is there. So nothing else can interfere with that. When that's your mentality, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to have problems.
I mean, somebody said, "Oh, Jake sounds depressed in the chat." I am, though. I'm
depressed.
I'm so disheartened with all this. The best case scenario is that, Jinder beats Brock. And what? The jobber from 3MB it now defeated the man that ruined the streak and conquered the streak of The Undertaker? Or Brock Lesnar steamrolls another guy? There is no, great outcome here. There's no winning. We don't get anything from this that's noteworthy. It's not a dream match. It's not a great scenario. And it's only devaluing one of the titles.
Well, this is going to be this is pathetic. I don't even know what you're going to do with these two.
I have a feeling we're going to see the Shield take on the form of like a SmackDown versus Raw thing at Survivor Series. Just a thought, but I think because they really want to push the brand versus brand, which I despise.
So this Jinder versus Brock is going to take place at Survivor Series, like what was rumored.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. I mean, he laid out the challenge, and they said at the end of the night that Brock is going to respond to the challenge on Monday. And then, which means that following that, you're going to see Jinder face AJ.
Joke.
I don't think they'll feed AJ to him beforehand. They might to fill up time until the Survivor Series comes, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. No, I think they'll just keep them, fighting with each other. Then we'll see AJ after that towards the Rumble, and then we'll see Cena or Roman win the Rumble, and we'll see Cena beat Mahal at WrestleMania.
Yes, Michael, I'm sick. He's like, Joe looks sick. Yes, I am. My face is snotting in on itself. So, this sucks, bro. I mean, this SmackDown was fucking, I thought, not good. Sammy, the amazing that Shane McMahon ain't even here, and that storyline is still the #1 storyline going on. That is not good. It's not being booked the best, but it's being booked pretty decently, but it's the best thing going. It's still the best thing going.
SmackDown just feels empty right now. It feels like a wasteland. Like it's supposed to be the land of opportunity, and I feel like all we're getting is regurgitated bullshit.
It kind of felt like old Saturday morning wrestling a little bit. Like you knew you weren't going to get Hogan and the Stars and stuff like that, the main guys, but you were going to get like something like that's kind of what it felt like to me.
Yeah,
but
Sunday Night Heat, those kind of ideas. Absolutely.
I thought it was a mistake having all that talking at the beginning of the show and then moving to the women. I really think the women should have been on later on. And honestly, I fell asleep during them. But now that could be my perspective. I could be down on this more than normal tonight because I don't feel good. So I will definitely admit that.
See, I didn't have a problem with them going into the women. I just had a problem going into a 6-women tag match. That's what troubled me because it feels. I hate to say forced. I'm trying to, broaden my vocabulary here, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. Just forced. Again, good guys versus bad guys. Like they don't have their own independent stories to tell. They don't have their own motivations. There's no real feud here. It's just the idea of you did something or said something that I don't agree with, so let's fight. And they're teaming up together. So you got Natalya, Tamina, and Lana, which Lana we haven't even really seen or heard much from. Tamina never really mattered, unfortunately. They never did anything with her. So on the heel side of things, we only have Natalya to look towards. And on the other side, it's like Team All-Star, essentially. We got Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi. And, of course, they're going to win. So they defeat the 3 heels in 6 minutes. And it wasn't a great match. It was very, clustered. There wasn't a lot of botching, but it didn't flow nicely. Yet again, you wonder why the multi-women matches don't flow nicely. And someone made a great point to me before. Natalya is a good wrestler. And they're like, usually you're down on her. I think she is a great wrestler. She's very technical. She's a tactician in the ring. But I think she's a bit too old school to work well with many of the stars of today, if that makes sense. I feel like her style doesn't gel well with everyone that she works with. Some people know how to work with her, but I don't feel like she knows how to work well with them, if that makes sense. Like, it's a one-way street.
I don't even mind. I like Natalya here's why I like Natalya, because she does have an old school sort of style, I guess, but even hers isn't. I don't even like her style that much, but it's still different than everybody else's. Her and Naomi though, I don't know if they've had good matches, but those two together, they botch like crazy. I don't know what it is. Natalya and Naomi have opposite styles. Natalya has high impact, sort of acrobatic, athletic maneuvers. Natalya has brute force
and submission based, really,
and technical style. Like
she does a lot of rest holds, a lot of submission maneuvers.
But these two really should have good chemistry, you would think, because of that. To be honest, you would like to match them up together, but they just every time I see them together, they're botching all over the place. But and sometimes the weird thing about Natalya too is sometimes I think she's piss poor, but then other times I feel like Natalya is really good. Sometimes I'm like, wow, that Natalya match was great, and then other times I'm like, she was really terrible, and it's very weird how it can go either way, whatever. But yeah, I actually missed the women's match tonight because, dude, I fell asleep. And we're gonna take phone calls in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just sick not that long ago with a thing where my face was drizzling in on itself and shit. So I'm just like,
it wasn't too long ago.
The hell? Why do I have it again? Like, it's weird.
You just probably didn't get rid of it all. I mean, who's the number one contender?
No, I got rid of it
right now.
This is a whole new thing. What?
Who's the number one contender for the women right now?
I don't know.
We don't know. They just get thrown into it. Who's going to be vying for the title next? When is Carmella going to cash in? You got Carmella sitting out there. Why does she even sit out there when there's 6 women, 5 who else would destroy your title opportunity? It makes no sense to have her out there scouting the talent. Like, it just doesn't work. They're just putting the women out there to be like, see, we had our women match. We had the women's revolution time. That's it. Let's send them back to the back. And that's not what we want to see. I really loved when we had, Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch. They had a great feud with each other. They had, that tables match was really good. And they built from there. And the feud built up and up and up. And I feel like it only continued to, get better as time went on. As we're now, what do we have? Charlotte came and challenged, Natalya. That didn't work out because she got injured, and now we're just having multi-person matches.
I don't understand why the booking is completely unimaginative. The booking is unimaginative. They should be thinking that, week to week we got to blow this thing out the water. And instead they're complacent. And you know what? What's it that Road Dogg always says? This is the type of thinking that got us to this place. What does Road Dogg say? He says, there's a couple of trade, and I'm not trying to pick on Road Dogg or whatever, but it really goes back to the problem. You know what a winner does? A winner goes out there and he's not satisfied with anything. And you can look at my YouTube channel as evidence of this shit. Okay? A while ago, a long time ago, when I lost my former co-host and we had a fucking horrible thing fall out, I had been complacent. But when they left, I said to myself, I am going to fuck shit up like never before. Like, I am going to dominate this shit by myself. I'm going to get even more ballsy, and I'm going to go nuts. And I did. I gained more subs in the next couple weeks than I had in a long time, and I started destroying. It was crazy. Same thing happened multiple different times. When I lost my job, when I was doing this part-time, I said, you know what, I lost my job, but I'm going to fucking go all in on this YouTube shit. And look at what, every time I did this, and there's multiple other examples of this, every time I did it, my channel rose and rose and rose. I've been in a complacent mode the last few months while trying to get all this stuff done and figure out what to do with Patreon, like trying to keep still and keep comfortable while I sort things out. But now I'm ready to rip through this shit again. I'm ready to fucking go all in on this bullshit again. And there's going to be another period of growth, even though I can't go live on my other channel. It's hindering me a little bit. But you have to have that ferocious fucking attitude to keep going forward, or you're going to fucking drown. And comments that Road Dogg makes tips me off big time, because a lot of guys feel this way. He says stuff like, well, you can't please everyone. That's Road Dogg's classic thing. You can't please everyone, he says.
Well, how about at least pleasing the majority of your fans?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing is, listen, I have this happen to me too. I get emails from some people, Joe, you really need to change this on your show. Right now, I receive from people that say they're my listeners and my fans, I receive about 3% complaint. Not even. So, but the bottom line is, and I'm going to do what I want on my show, but you still got to kind of have an ear out, like, oh, what's been going on?
Yeah, it's good to adapt and change and have constructive criticism. You know, there was people that, oh, I really don't care for the donations. So that's why you brought on State of the WWE. So you have more of like a talk show format.
I know, I always had State of the WWE. I mean, like,
you brought it more to the focus. But I'm saying that's part of the reason that came forward.
But the point that is made is that I have multiple different shows for people. If you don't like my live reviews because it's more of like an interactive show and we get off topic, well, you're probably going to like State of the WWE in my news videos. But there's something for everybody here. But the point is for Road Dogg to say, oh, you can't please everyone. Well, you should be trying to. You should be trying to please everyone. You should be mad that you didn't please everyone. You should be like, well, I want to please everyone. We want to please everyone without compromising your fucking story and shit. You know what I mean? But you should be. Your goal should be to try to please everyone. But you can't, and that's true. But that's the mentality of first just say this. This was so cruise control. You would have thought that they thought nobody was going to watch SmackDown really tonight, so they just figured, oh, fuck it. Just do this shit.
Yeah, it was definitely a, lackluster product overall. They just kind of threw it together, and is it a product, byproduct of too many hands and, too many cooks in the kitchen? Is there too many ideas that they can't just focus on one thing? Is it because, there's just people being complacent? I mean, we really don't know because there's so little communication with people on the inside. But, I mean, like you said, they should at least be trying.
Right. They're trying with something.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
This is exclusive news. I decided to walk out of WWE too. I'm not employed by them, but I will suing them for time lost and mental anguish.
Schleppy, thanks, man. Thanks for making me feel better even though I'm sick as shit. Thanks for being here, man, and thanks for dropping $9, Schleppy. Donations are paused for a few. They'll be coming in now if anybody donated. And yes, I've been wearing this sweatshirt for like 10 days in a row. I fucking love this sweatshirt. By the way, I can wear things in a, like, it's a sweatshirt, man. You can wear it for like a week or 2 weeks. Oh, don't get me started with this shit. Oh, don't get me started.
I'm fucking Bobby Roode! Triple H wants to fuck me! Glorious!
Shell!
I had a fucking great day today. Shout out to the sexy chat both here and over on Twitch. Love ya, Rebel baby.
Hey, Shell, thanks very much. And thank you for the Bobby Roode glorious donation. I'm glad Skype is working. Skype was down earlier today. Nobody could call Skype, Shell. Thank you, Shell. I know this because Justin Bailey went to do his show, and he was like fucking having a conniption.
Yeah, he was quite depressed today himself too.
I had to call him on the phone and be like, dude, I can't call anybody on Skype. It was like worldwide that this shit was down, and it was a mess.
He was Mr. Krabby Pants with that, you know. But thank you, Shell. We appreciate it.
Bobby Roode lost to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into that, though, I really wanted to bring this up quick, like you were talking before.
I think a lot of donations might be coming in because I paused it.
All right.
Super Laser says, Jinder vs. Brock, well, no Survivor Series for me. I'd rather watch NXT War Games instead. Hope you get better, Joe. Joe, suck a fat dick. Jinder, you disgraceful cunt. Thank you, Super Laser. Thank you, Super Laser 64. Yes. I hope I get better. I'm sick. I'm gonna pour all my snot into a cup and make Jim Cornette drink it.
I already told you what helps. You know, swallowing, baby, swallowing.
Yeah, that's all I need a man here.
We're gonna snot you up to get rid of the snot.
I've got AIDS, guys. It's coming out. And people can speak. I'm always
Shitbum.
It's leaking out of
Holy fuck, I feel asleep. Smackdown was AIDS. So shitty. Remember when Smackdown used to be amazing and that was only a year ago? What the fuck? Hashtag asleep, hashtag fuck Tommy's corpse.
Who was that? I can't fucking see my screen. Way more!
Yeah, it's way more.
Thank you, Waymore, for becoming a $5 shit bum.
Yeah, it really was hard to get through tonight. It started off, like I said, good, and then and I didn't mind them going to the women either, but
dude, look at what Daniel Bryan responded to. He actually responded to a Twitter handle we're familiar with. WWE Creative Roode.
Universal Championship! Oh, that looks the same as... Oh, give me a freaking break!
Jinder and Brock is a fucking disaster.
Yeah, it's
perhaps
retarded.
The worst idea ever. Even more lower ratings incoming. Nia Jax coming soon to a BBW porn near you. She will make a killing there. Let's just say this once be the last time she will be going in Raw.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking Null Death. I love you, Null Death. We got some more donations coming in with you guys asking questions, with you guys commenting. You can donate using the link down below if you're on YouTube. It's in the description box, or by clicking the dollar super chat, or if you're on Twitch. Mellow Yellow says, just stopping by to say hi. JCS Army, Joe's God, WWE needs you. I don't know why Mellow Yellow's donation, the words didn't play, but thanks, Mellow Yellow, for the 100 bits. Daniel Bryan tweeted this out. Look at this, Mellow Yellow. WWE
Love
Creative
this.
Humor, I'm still an in-ring performer. Not anymore until September. And then Daniel Bryan said, some things are best left unsaid.
I
That's
know
'cause
they
his
were
contract
just
ends in
killing
September,
extra
so-
time at the end of the show. But Owen's yelling, hug me, hold me tight, to Zayn had me in tears.
Yeah, Monica, thanks for the $5, Monica, and becoming a $5 shit bomb. Although Monica's got tits that are, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what you look like. Monica, I love you. Monica, thanks for the $5, Monica.
Damn, girl.
But no, oh my god, I gotta get that. I gotta get that clipped. I still don't have that. Almost felt like they didn't know like the show was already over. It was almost like the post dark match thing that was happening.
Yeah, it felt like they were supposed to go into like a talking smack kind of segment, and they forgot to cut the live feed. That's really what it felt like.
No, it just felt like the match ended earlier than they planned.
Shitbum.
And
you bet your sweet ass, Joe, that I'm going to get destroyed by the beast Brock Lesnar. I'm going to Suplex City with a needle in my arm and Vince McMahon's dick in my ass.
Oh my God, transgender. You bet your sweet ass, Joe. Yeah, you're in trouble, Jinder Mahal. Nobody wants to see Mahal versus Lesnar.
Why would you? What could we get from it that we would enjoy? Like I said, we knew that him versus Goldberg was going to be a clusterfuck, but at least it ended up being exciting.
Yeah, I really don't understand this. I mean, unless like I don't understand it. I just don't get it.
Cross my nuts, hope to die. May I swallow a big sweaty guy. I don't want to see it.
Fat balls! Thanks you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to my 2 YouTube channels, my youtube.com/corruptedpodcast and youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. If you have not, you have to make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. That is my real channel where I do wrestling news, wrestling podcasts, wrestling talk. But right now I'm not able to go live from there because of a strike. And because I should have been able to fix it, but I deleted the video and I fucked up. So Misfit Gamer 101, thanks for the sub. So guys, make sure that you go over to my YouTube channel, my Joe Cronin Show YouTube channel, not the Corrupted channel, my other channel, and hit that subscribe button on there because that's where all my wrestling news is going to be. Plus on December 17th, we're going to be able to go live again over there. So we're going to be live over there. So make sure you go over there because otherwise you're going to be like, what's Corrupted? Why am I here?
Super chat.
Yeah, where'd the reviews go?
Yeah, what happened to this?
Shane should just bring Insanity versus Zayn and Owens for Survivor Series. I don't want that. But at least it's something to hype Survivor Series instead of Jinder fucking Mahal.
Yeah. Sanity versus Zayn and Owens. Something, I guess. I mean, Survivor Series is going to be horse shit.
Matt just wants to see Sanity in there. No matter what, he wants him brought up, and I don't blame him.
He don't care. He's like, put Sanity in everything. I don't care, but put him somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Get him up there. But no, realistically, they couldn't do it. I don't think just because a heel versus heel team, they like to stick to conventionality, and I don't know. Everything has to be strictly good versus evil, but that would certainly be goddamn entertaining. That'd be a hell of a match.
You'll have a beer, Orlin. Thank you very much for the sub. Pour a beer for fucking Orlin, everybody. Take off your pants. Hey, Dave Rose, what did you think of SmackDown, you Canadian fuck? Oh, all right. I have nothing to say about anything else. So what else happened? Where were we after the women's match?
Well, really quick, Matt's like, their faces now, but rumors they're going to be brought up as heels, so.
Well, looks like Survivor Series is going to be a bust.
Yep.
Also, AJ Styles will fucking job to Jinder fucking Mahal.
Yep, it looks like AJ Styles is going to get a loss. Brock Lesnar is going to get a win, maybe. And, I mean, maybe they pull the surprise win for Jinder. Maybe. Which would just... It would, no matter what, whoever loses, it's stupid. Unless it's a double, a DQ. This doesn't help anybody.
It doesn't. I mean, the timeline right now is that Brock is supposed to face Jinder, then he's supposed to face Finn Balor, and then possibly, if they need to fit in one more, they said they might go back to Samoa Joe before he sees Roman at Mania. Jinder is supposed to face Brock, face AJ, then he could possibly end up facing either Baron Corbin or Nakamura again before he faces John Cena. And and it could be a multi-man match of Nakamura, Orton, Jinder, and Corbin versus to defend the title, and then we see him fight Cena. I was reading a roadmap for both champions before, but pretty much they want them both holding the belt till Mania for those opponents. As of right now, that's the tentative plans.
Well, you think Lesnar would win because they want Lesnar to beat everybody. That way Lesnar's the unbeatable guy until Roman beats him after he wins the Rumble.
But they want both of them to be the unbeatable guy. So, they booked themselves into a shit position there, too. That's why this match shouldn't fucking happen.
Why is this match happening? Guys, Unless something insanely genius that none of us saw happening happens, why in the world is this even a thing? I cannot fucking believe it. Like, I can't believe it. I really can't, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
It's so bizarre. It's baffling. It does not make sense.
Let's take a phone call here. 6-4 Smackdown review.
Smackdown review.
Yeah. 646. What's up?
Hello.
Hey man, what's up? You're live. How you doing?
How you doing, Joe? So Joe.
Hey man, what do you think of SmackDown?
I'm very spoiling still, but I'm very upset with the fact that they trying to play Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. Like, come on. You're going to have Brock Lesnar beat the WWE World Champion. You know what this doing is burying the World Champion. Like, I would have been fine with Samoa Joe coming over to SmackDown winning the World Championship versus Brock Lesnar. That's legit. Styles versus Lesnar. That's legit. Like, come on.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. Like, it makes me wonder if, like, they're going to have Jinder beat him. Because, like, why in the world would you have Brock Lesnar beat Jinder Mahal? Like, why would you have that match even happen?
Yeah, like, Joe.
Yeah.
You know what's about to happen?
What's that?
I'm going to end up start watching WWE because I have the Fight TV network on my tablet. I'm going to end up watching Ring of Honor, New Japan, and quit WWE.
Dude,
because I'm 12.
Ring of Honor is going to get a whole new fan base. This is going to be another one of those kickstart years for them.
I mean, there's no reason you can't watch both, but if you feel you only have enough time for one, then now's the time.
Who has time for this?
The channel.
Who has time to watch this 5 hours of shit every week? Yeah,
that's the truth. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have the time, fuck it.
I'm still watching because I love wrestling. I love wrestling. I have compassion for this company. I want this company to succeed, but it won't succeed when you have a failure in Jinder Mahal as champion.
Well, there's a lot. Dude, to be honest with you, I know that a lot of people get mad at Jinder Mahal, and we talk shit about Jinder Mahal, but to be honest, dude, that is the least. I honestly believe it's the least of the problems. Like, it's the writing in the back is so bad.
It's one of the main issues with ticket sales, though.
Exactly, because he should be United States champion, because his character fits United States champion with the American gimmick. That should be United States championship material, not world champion. Because he's burying the title right now.
And that's a gimmick and role we've seen played to death, too. The non-American being the U.S. champion, you know?
Yeah, like, look how they're booking Bobby Roode right now. They're, like, before in NXT, I like Bobby Roode. Now I don't know what they're doing with him, bro.
They've actually booked him into what they're calling him. They call him they have Dolph Ziggler call him he's just an entrance. Well,
and that's literally all he is right now. He's glorious.
There's nothing glorious about him.
He's a face.
There's nothing glorious about Bobby Roode. Do you know how you get Bobby? You know what you do with Bobby Roode? Is you have fucking Dolph Ziggler build a comeback on him during a match, right? And at some point, the referee gets knocked out during the match. Bobby Roode notices that. Bobby Roode takes Dolph outside the ring and gives him the fucking glorious DDT on the table and busts the table open. All the people would be like, "Yeah, the table broke." And then Bobby, "I'm glorious." He throws Dolph Ziggler back in the ring and pins him, and it's over. Then you end the fucking feud, and Bobby Roode moves on. Like, why is he stuck in a feud with the black hole that is Dolph Ziggler?
I have no idea. Because, like, maybe if they start putting on better television, you won't have nobody throwing beach balls, chanting over a beach ball. Like, if you look at NXT, you don't have nobody throwing beach balls. They cheering NXT because they give you actual wrestling. Like, War Games is coming to Houston. I'm watching it.
Well, it's funny because they say, like, oh, the dickhead smarks are the ones with the beach balls, and they're the ones there, whatever. They're such terrible fans, but it's like, no, it's because this sucks up here. They don't do that in NXT because you don't need to do that, because in NXT you're focused on what's going on, and then the entranceway, it sucks up on the main roster. Thanks for the call, bro. Good call.
You know, it's sad to say, Joe, call me, nerdy about this or not, but in the hour of free time I had today, I was messing around. Nerd! I was messing around with 2K18, and I really haven't played any of the wrestling games in a few years now. So I'm developing time into it, and I'm trying to unlock achievements. I actually threw up a video on my channel before because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I had to make a custom belt, so I made the JCS Army one, and the match was ridiculous. But I went ahead and, I'm doing random matches, and I had more fun picking two random fighters to face each other, letting it sim out, and then just envisioning in my head, well, why would these two be feuding? What's the backstory? What led to this match? Why are they fighting? And I would create, like storylines in my head just to have, and that was 1,000 times more entertaining than anything I've seen on WWE television in years. The fucking stupid stories in my head are better than what they give us with a high production value. That's disgusting. That's pathetic.
But again, Bobby Roode and Shinsuke and everybody, this is not their fault. This is not their fault. Bobby Roode is doing the best he can with what he's doing. He should immediately have gone to heel. There's no reason why he wouldn't go heel immediately. And even if he doesn't, it's just the guy is stale. And this was completely what have we said? I've said this time and time again, guys. I've said this time and time again. When people come up from NXT, if they're not heels, they're screwed. Because the WWE gives them no backstory whatsoever, or no good stories to work with almost at all. They only give heels good stories to work with. This is a fact. I've said it time and time again. When they flipped Sasha face-ish when she left NXT by flipping her face, and then she debuted on the main roster face, or then she went heel with Team Bad or whatever it was. But it never was right. And it's never right with anybody that comes up as a face. They have no idea what the fuck to do with face people. American Alpha? Here, just go out and be American Alpha, even though 70% of the crowd don't know who the fuck you are. 70 or 80% of the crowd, I would say 70% of the crowd at least, does not know who American Alpha is. But go ahead, go out there and be a tag team. People are going to go,
absolutely.
What are they wearing?
How they set them up to fail.
Yeah, the people, that don't know Bobby Roode, they go, oh, this glorious thing, what does that even mean? I don't even know what's going on.
Remember when the club, they ran in, who was it that they ran in on? On the Usos, right?
Yeah.
Or was it the Dudley Boys? I forget when they debuted. I think it was the Usos. Could have even been the New Day. I don't recall, because that's how
remember. I think it might have been.
I thought it was. I remember I was
on
vacation and I wasn't there for the Raw review, and I didn't get to watch Raw that night. And you're like, "Oh, the club debuted." I'm like, "Yeah, really?" They had zero reaction, because you get these guys and they pop up in the second hour of Raw, and they had no way to say, "Oh, they're coming. Here's the big impact of them. Here's what they've been known for." They didn't build them up at all, so their introduction and debut fell flat. And first impressions are everything. But they didn't even work on making them relevant after the fact by saying, "Here's what they are. Here's what they've accomplished." They just threw them out there, and then you wonder why they became a bunch of nerd cackling idiots who are singing with Elias on Raw now.
Look at Jordan Davis, who just proved the point. Elias Sampson is better on the main roster than Nakamura and Bobby Roode. I will say that Elias Sampson is better than we thought, and the reason is he's a heel. They know what to do. They know what to do because he's already got a heel gimmick, so they already know what to do. You're gonna go out there, piss the crowd off with the guitar, walk with Elias. It works great, but everybody else, they don't know what to do if they're a face, unless they have a gimmick already. See, Elias doesn't need, and I'm talking about creatively. Because Elias has a character. He goes out, he talks shit to the crowd, and then he has a match. And then maybe he wins. He's not the best wrestler to watch usually.
No, but even in defeat, he's still, you remember that he was there. You remember what he did because of everything that transpired beforehand. As for Bobby, the only thing that you can slightly remember is singing along to his theme song.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I'm Elias, and you're supposed to hate me. Here's why. Oh, yeah, we hate you.
And he may be saying, ridiculous things or things that aren't really, getting even that much heat with the crowd at times. He goes ahead and he says, there's a formula to it. So it's predictable. He's going to say, do you want to walk with Elias? He's going to make some digs at the town that he's in. He's going to make fun of the talent he's about to face or exclaim why he's the best there is. And then he's going to fight and, win or lose. But in that time, lasting impression. It matters. It's getting him over. People are cheering him now.
Yeah, I mean, what is Bobby Roode? Right now, Bobby Roode is just coming out and saying, "Glorious!" And then he gets pinned by Dolph Ziggler tonight. I mean, I know that he had the
gets
tights.
rolled up quickly.
I know
the
that,
fruit roll up.
I get that Dolph cheated, but Bobby Roode, dude, as a new guy debuting on SmackDown, this guy needs the crutch of being heel, because not only does it help the heel, but it helps the writing team, because it's probably going to be easier for them to write for a heel than a. Clearly, there's an imbalance at WWE, where they're not really good at they're not good at anything really, but they're much better at writing a heel than a face. And I know that heels are easier to write for than faces most of the time, but they're so much better at writing for a heel than a face. So whenever you put someone in the face position, it just fucking crumbles into shit.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see the Pulp Fiction fashion parody tonight?
No.
Or the Fashion Files?
They finally did it. What happened?
It was you just got to see it. It was really ridiculous. It was still funny, but it was stupid. But it's just something you got to see to
was
believe.
It better than Was it better than the preview for it on the pay-per-view?
No.
Really?
Not really. Yeah.
Because that was terrible. The pay-per-view thing was really shitty.
Yeah, the pay-per-view thing was shitty, and this was kind of shitty too. I mean, I don't want to be too hypercritical of it. It was stupid, but the problem is that, you know, the Ascension's there, and they're saying, oh, it's got to be the Bludgeon Brothers. 2B is the Bludgeon Brothers. And then they get into the Pulp Fiction aspect of it, where you have, you know, Tyler Breeze dressed like Uma Thurman's character as if she's overdosed because he says that he's allergic to pickles, and then he passes out, and they got to jab the needle in his chest. You know, with the John Travolta scene where he's got to stab, you know, Uma Thurman. They kind of touch on that, and it was entertaining. It was funny, but it was stupid at the same time. But the whole time you have the Ascension saying, "We'll help you bring him back to life, but you have to be friends with us. We have to be best friends." And it's like, why would the Ascension want to be your goddamn friend? It just.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is dumb as hell anyway, right? I mean,
it is dumb as hell, but for as dumb as it is, you know, you already have to suspend your disbelief by such a large margin. To add that as the cherry on top just makes it a total shit Sunday.
I think they've ran out of ideas. They lost the magic. You know, as soon as they can, flip them, fucking make them fight each other.
Like, it's funny, but it's not. It's so hard to explain. You really got to see it to believe it, but. You know what? It was enjoyable because I know they're trying, and that's why. But all right, I shouldn't even say that. It was shitty, but they're trying something, so I'm giving them credit for it. Let's be real. That's what it is.
What you know, just break them up. Just have break them up. Have
I don't even want to see them apart. I just want to see them move away from this whole stupid Ascension thing and get them into, you know, being an actual fighting tag team.
Well, that's not going to happen. So throw that out the window. That's not going to happen.
Unfortunately not, yeah. Unfortunately.
And especially with these stories going downhill, these stories would have to pick up momentum and become one of the hottest things on SmackDown for those guys to get a title run.
Oh, absolutely. And it almost happened, too. They came close. And
that's not going to get better.
They just couldn't capitalize on it.
It ain't going to get bigger than that than it was there.
No, it certainly won't.
Look at Slater and Rhino.
Yeah, I got kids, you know, and that stuff was
great.
Out quick.
They shot that shit down. And here's the other thing. Here's, you know, so just they're going to fight each other eventually. But it's going to be easy, too, because it can be like, you know, what's been going on? I don't understand. Like, you know, we're never going to find out who did this. You know, something like that. And then, you know, fucking Tyler Breeze super kicks him in the face or something. And then he's just like, it was me. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck? And here's why I say this. Because something needs to happen. It's getting stale. Just fucking drop it now. In the next couple weeks or whatever the fuck. Have Breeze turn on Fandango maybe. And then have the guys fight each other. And have them, like, really fucking have matches with each other. Like, this could introduce them into, like, okay, now they're going to have wrestling matches. Because Fandango and Tyler Breeze should be able to have a decent match. And then that could hopefully launch Tyler Breeze's singles career. To where now we're seeing Tyler Breeze be a real wrestler again. I mean, that's how I would do it if you want to be like, dude, we're not utilizing Tyler Breeze's wrestling abilities here at all. And this is now getting stale. You know, Fandango, I feel like, has already been pigeonholed into like obscurity. But I think the two of these guys could have good chemistry in the ring in a fight. So I would actually want to see that. I normally don't want to break up these guys. I hate when the people break up too early. But it might be time. All of us are starting to say like this wasn't funny anymore, or like stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, I see your point. I don't agree with you. I don't think they need to be broken up. I think they can change and adapt a little bit differently. But I certainly see your point. I see why you're going there.
I think they should be in a car chase. By the way, if I was writing for them, I think one of the episodes, the next episode of whatever the fuck, what do they call it? Fashion Files. The next episode of Fashion Files should be them being like getting in a car and having a car chase and like shooting that somehow in a funny way, and then like they get back to the hotel. I mean, just some weird shit like that goes on, and you know, just those basic ideas. That's how good ideas start. You're sitting in the writer's room and you just go, you know, like let's have them do a car chase. So you write that down, like, yeah, that's a good idea, some kind of car chase, and they can be like, it can be like it's an old '80s car chase, shit like that. They can put the whole siren on the top of the car. That'd be funny. And then come up with writing the jokes and shit like that. But right there's a basis for what you can do. You know, the next episode...
You know, the greatest ideas are always as crazy as possible, and then you cut away the fat, you know, until you have something that's feasible and able to be produced.
Yeah.
Like you said, you get all these minds together and go ahead. All right, well, who's got a crazy idea? Car chase. Love it. All right, so we're going to have it, you know, Naked Gun style. They got the old siren on the top. And they just keep throwing ideas and throwing ideas. And then what do you end up with? Okay, well, this is what we can logistically and actually pull off with a production budget of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and they can cut it down until it's actually something that can come to fruition.
Yeah, it'd be funny, too, to have, they could do all that shit, man. It'd be great. They could do the investigative thing. We haven't done a lie detector test thing yet. They could do the lie detector test type of thing, where they get the, even if they wanted to use the Ascension again, which they should stop using them, but... You know, get the Ascension in a lie detector test. You know what I mean? Like, they could do all kinds of funny shit with that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, so tell us your age. You know, tell us where you're born. When did you lose your virginity? You know, like that type of, like, and the guy just looks at him. You know, like all these things that you could do. There could be an episode where they're at the spa and somebody steals their clothes, so they're going around the hotel like naked, but we don't see them naked, but everybody else sees them naked. And they're like, no, someone took our clothes, you know what I mean? And then, you know, then they finally get towels and shit, and they're still trying to figure out who stole their clothes. You know, and then whoever stole their clothes, it's like ridiculous. You know, it's just stupid shit like that. Like two homeless guys snuck in the hotel and stole their clothes, and they're outside. I don't know. And none of this is funny, but it's an idea for where to go. And then you start writing the jokes into everything. And it's like, why? I'm not a writer, but it's like, why isn't stuff like that being thought of? Why is it this just... Oh, just go in the back, and I do like the consistency of like all the funny stuff on the dartboard or whatever. That is funny, but the dialogue with them isn't working anymore with what they're doing. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, it's not that a picture of Road Dogg that said Reservoir Dog on it. That was funny.
That's funny. Yeah, like that stuff is funny. Those things in the background, but now that stuff is eclipsing anything they're even doing. So
exactly.
Take it to the next level. You don't even get to spend a lot of money on this stuff. You got the fucking hotel rooms you're staying at. You know, there's always hot tubs there. There's just, you can do all this stuff without that. There's a parking lot. You can have the chase scene there.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing they've done so far to me was the match they had where they came out with the disguises on and they stripped down. Remember, they threw the dress at JBL and everything that happened there. Someone in the chat before, I think it was Sweetie Pie, said, imagine if in the 90s you had wrestlers dressing up and talking like women, referring to Bray Wyatt and, you know, Tyler Breeze and things like are you kidding me? Look at the Attitude Era. You had people cross-dressing all the time. Not just Gold Dust either, but how many obscene angles can you think of, you know? My God. That happened all the time in the Attitude Era and, you know, late 90s. So it's you know, nothing new per se.
Well, let's catch up on donations here, see what's going on with the questions. People got questions and shit. Q-Pack, thanks for subbing, man. Thanks to everybody else who's subbing, too. Hopefully your shit will start popping up in a second here. Trying to see if anything else went down after SmackDown or whatever. I'm sure it did, based on what we were seeing at the end there. God damn my running nose. It's a cold day out, too, today, so it can't be allergies.
Yeah, no, you definitely have some form of a cold.
Super chat.
Man of 1,005 holds.
To all NXT wrestlers, stay. I repeat, stay in NXT.
Yeah, man of 1,005 holds, you're right. Stay in NXT. Don't come up to this main roster. The writing is a mess on the main roster, bro. I don't know what to tell you, but it is fucking awful. You know, some stuff they do is good sometimes. You know, obviously I'm going to give credit, but I mean, I would say like 30% of what WWE does has been like decent or all right, but there's 70% is not good and awful.
Chat party.
Gorilla strong.
Anyways, it turns out that there are about 25 calories in a half cup of snot, which is roughly the size of one serving of oatmeal. On a day we swallow about 4 cups or 200 calories in burgers, eh?
Oh my god. Are you telling me I have to factor that into my calorie counter, Gorilla Strong? Jesus Christ.
That must be why I'm fat. I drool.
Yeah, great. I'm gaining weight now then.
I smell food, I gain weight. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, man. There's about a pound on this tissue right now, huh?
Yeah.
Gross, man. So that was Gorilla Strong. Here comes Medic Lucky. New Day.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Oh god, it's gotta be Kane coming back for Survivor Series IDK. Anyways, as your private paramedic, I think you need to get an allergy test.
Yeah.
This happened in the spring too.
Yeah.
Your allergies are fucking you up, bro.
Yeah.
I have to take Singular every day.
Yeah, I should be taking something every day. That's definitely true. It feels like the last thing I had Medic Lucky was a cold. But I don't know, this might be allergies, maybe. It was cold out today, though. I feel like, why am I...
You can still have allergies with the weather being cold.
Right. Yeah.
Watch WWE put Aleister Black in the Cruiserweight division, and Black is WWE champion. Material.
Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't think about that. Aleister Black.
What the? Oh, my God. Strowman off the distraction.
Misfit Gamer, thanks. Misfit Gamer 101.
Yeah, thanks, man. Think about that. How fucked with that.
Right in the middle.
Yo, where can I get that new Kane song? Jesus. That remix Kane song, dude. Dude, that was fucking fire, bro. Where's the new Kane thing?
I'm sure it's on YouTube now.
I'm not afraid to say.
Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw.
The only way to resolve this Roman and Jinder bullshit is to nuke India.
Oh my god!
Hashtag destroy diaper heads.
Oh my god! Legend gotta catch 'em all. Did you hear that?
I just read it.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Gotta send the bomb to Punjab, apparently. And that's the only way to fix this? Wow. That's a hell of a hashtag, huh?
Wow. I can't even repeat it, because...
No. That's worse than my jumping bean comment. My god.
Yeah. That was fucking fucked up, man. You see, I think you could say the second thing, but the first thing, like, with the second thing is like fucked up, right?
Just, yeah, that's, when you take it over the line.
Yeah.
And as far as your Ryback video before, I understand why people are giving him so much shit. The comment he made, because he basically...
Did you see what happened to Gordon Hayward?
Shithead anyways.
I know it's nothing WWE related, but it is Boston related. What are your thoughts on that? Also, SmackDown Live was shit-tastic. I rather suck Killian Dane's sweaty, hairy cock after he doesn't shower after his match.
Yeah, thank you very much. Who is this? I Don't Rape Turtles. Thank you for the $5. I Don't Rape Turtles. I appreciate that. I'm glad you don't rape turtles, because I like turtles. I had a turtle. He's gone now.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward, I guess he's got a fractured ankle.
Yeah, he broke his ankle in 5 places. I thought someone said before,
well,
but
that's not.
I'm
good.
looking at it on ESPN, and it's out. Party. Minutes into his debut, too.
Also, people at home who has tickets to Survivor Series should rip them up and not go at all. Edited. Also, hi Joe and Jake.
Hey, John Wills, how are you? Thank you, man. Yeah, so get ready for Survivor Series seats to be low. Do we know where? Yeah, as a Celtics fan, I am depressed. It's probably he's probably going to be out 2 months. John Wills, Jake, do you know where Survivor Series is yet? I don't know. I mean, nobody probably knows, but
yeah, I'll bring it up. Oh god,
you just
saw backwards.
You just saw his ankle go backwards.
Yeah, it spun around.
I didn't watch the video.
At all sporting events, when the crowd starts clapping.
Hi Joe. I'm wondering how many empty seats I'm going to see in the Raw in Baltimore on 10/30. I got tickets to that show.
Harry's asking about empty seats in Baltimore, but you know what, Harry? Baltimore might pack it. You know, honestly, if Baltimore has empty seats, then I will be really shocked. Jason and Hugh Productions, thank you for subscribing to the channel, guys. Or you.
Survivor Series is at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, as NXT War Games is going to take place there the night before as well.
Well, NXT is going to be hot, man. That's going to be...
I know.
Fuck that. You ain't even going to come close. Like, I mean, Survivor Series is going to be like watching fucking... It's going to be like... I don't even know what it's going to be like. It's going to be like torture after watching NXT, I feel like.
Especially with War Games coming back.
Big D, thanks for the sub. Yeah, War Games. All this anticipation for War Games and Survivor Series, like, what?
I know.
This
Feels
is
so
a
ass
fucking
backwards.
joke. Like, it's not even like SummerSlam. It's at least like, well, you know, you think like, well, SummerSlam might still be entertaining. This is fucking horrible. Yo, Sarah, what's up?
AJ Styles, please take the belt from Roode Mahal.
Yeah, give that belt to AJ. When AJ Styles has the belt, Sarah, it's not even a smart mark thing or whatever the hell you want to say. When AJ Styles has the belt, it feels like he is the champion of WWE. Dude, AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the company right now. He is the star. Those people were screaming for him tonight, too. And he's still boring on the mic, kind of. And he's still over like that.
Yeah, he's so over in the ring that it doesn't matter what he says. A lot of people don't have that ability.
Well, no, and the thing, too, is he has that ability to cut the... He is a face that's working in the company because he's just AJ Styles. It's just working for him. Nathan, thanks. I am the champ that runs the camp. Damn, I'm going to get in my car with the title. Smackdown Live, AJ Styles. Like, I mean, like, I don't even 100%
He
like
literally said that the show was built for him. You know, he made some comment along the lines of, like, I built SmackDown
Yeah, well,
Live.
no, that's what his thing is.
You're like, wait, SmackDown's the Rock show. But he gets away with it because he's AJ, you know? Like,
this is the house that AJ
to all
Styles built.
WWE wrestlers, leave. I repeat,
Harry,
leave.
Thank you, Harry.
Yeah, leave. Please leave. You know, TLC Sunday is at the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
What?
That's not a small arena either. I'm curious to see what capacity is there. I think it's 19,356.
Minnesota.
With the wrestling setup. So
you mean they're gonna be up here in Jesse Ventura country? They're gonna be up here in Jesse Ventura country? Is that what you're saying? You know, when I used to work for McMahon, he used to try to have sex with me. I can't do Jesse. But neither can Justin. Did you hear Justin Bailey's Jesse Ventura? It was fucking horrible the other day.
No, I didn't hear it.
Mine is bad too, but it was uncorrupted.
At Legend gotta catch a mail, don't worry. Pakistan will do that over Kashmir for you.
Yeah, Harry, you might get Pakistan to do that. But did you know that 9/11 was an inside job? Like, I don't know. I can't fucking do it. I mean, he was in Predator. Yeah. It was great.
His conspiracy theory show.
I loved it. I loved it.
Super chat.
It was good, but
party.
Oh no, I rather watch the Star Wars prequels than watch Raw on SD each week. Nikki Cross sweet ass better win a takeover.
Thank you, Misfit Gamer 101. A lot of Nikki Cross fans. Oh, we've had multiple donations. with Nikki Cross's name. People just loving Nikki.
Everybody's about Cross's sweet buns.
And I ain't talking about Nikki T either. I'm talking about Nikki Cross. Yo, shout out to Nikki T in the chat the other day, though. Still a phenomenal patron, Nikki. 502, you're live on the Joe Crone Show. What's up?
What's up, Joe? What's up, Jake?
What's going on?
Jake, man, you are kicking ass, man. I love Joe. Jake, you know what? You said something a couple minutes ago about WWE 2K18. Now, I want to say something about 2K18.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just like you. Mind you, that I have not bought a single WWE game in over 10 years.
Wow.
I am returning with 2K18 for the simple fact because when I was a teenager, I swear to God, you like me, I came up with the best storylines and the best matches on my own playing whatever WWE game it was at the time, where it was Here Comes the Pain or Raw vs. Smackdown or whatever. I'm only going to buy this game on Friday for some of that because I know that I can book this shit better than the dickheads that run the damn thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, universe mode, you can plan everything you want too. Pay-per-views and shows, storylines, interviews, backstage fights, you name it.
So. Dude, I got to tell you that I've watched people's, I got to tell you guys, when I was a little kid, just like you, I dreamed of this day when you could do this type of stuff, dude. And you know what? I don't even take advantage of it because I'm so busy with this show. But if you could go back,
it really is extensive.
If you could tell 15-year-old me that you can create all the matches like this and do the things you can do, I would have salivated. But dude, I've seen better pay-per-views and stuff from online YouTubers in the last week than I've seen here on WWE.
Crazy. Running is crazy because this shit with Jinder and Brock. I swear to God, I was talking to my family the other night, and I said, you know what? Jinder Mahal and Brock is like saying Michael Jackson and hip hop. It does not work.
Michael Jackson and Eminem team up for the ultimate.
It does not work.
Yeah.
One more thing about SmackDown Live tonight, if I may.
Yeah.
I was saying the same thing about the women. Now, I enjoyed the women on SmackDown. I think that they are used okay, but I am so sick and tired of the 5 ways and the 4 ways and the 6 ways. It's just really getting on my freaking nerves. I am so sick and tired of seeing it.
You know why they do it? They do it literally to get everyone on the show, and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to. They don't want to book it. They don't even want to book it. They're just
like another hour on SmackDown, but that just because you only have 2 hours doesn't mean you could only have one women's segment. You can have 2 matches, and they don't have to be 20 minutes apiece either. Give it 5 minutes. But that's the problem. They try and get everybody on all at once, all in one match, or they only focus on the champion. So nothing else ever advances. No other feuds come up. Nothing moves forward.
You know what they need to do? You know what they should have done tonight? What did they do tonight? Was Natalya in the match? Because Natalya's the champion,
Yeah, it was Natalya, Tamina, and Lana versus Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi.
Great call, by the way. Thank you, caller. That was a good call. Who is Naomi feuding with her? They haven't really even set that up.
They haven't. That's the thing. They haven't. It's just the 3 of them that are good versus the 3 of them that are bad. And Tamina and Lana are essentially a team together, but Lana's more in the managerial role there, and that's gone nowhere. That fell off the wayside quick. And speaking of the women, one of the top stories from today was Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's been granted a leave of absence for personal reasons. Pro Wrestling Sheets reports that their sources confirm the girl, who's not like most girls, has been granted a leave of absence from WWE.
But can I tell you something? Let me tell you something about this. First of all, I want to talk about Natalya again in a second. But second of all, Nia Jax, can I tell you that all these websites came out earlier, and they said that they thought Nia Jax walked out, and they all reported that Nia Jax walked out, that may have walked out and left WWE, right? So I made a video about it, saying, hey, all these people are saying she might have left the company or she's mad or whatever. Well, after we started doing that, now all of a sudden it came out that, oh, no, she has left for personal reasons. All the websites that reported that took those things down. Ringside News, Pro Wrestling Sheet, whatever the fuck, whoever. They all took it down and then put up oh, blah, blah, blah. So I made the video, and I had actually a couple people telling me, oh, you liar, fake news. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I said we don't really know what happened, but they're reporting that this happened. Now I know what Sean's View goes through. How the fuck is it my fault that all these websites are reporting this? I tell you that it might be happening. and you tell me that I've got some kind of problem, you fuck. You moron.
Exactly, like
I
you're
got
going
it from
out
the
and making
fucking
up stories.
Yeah, like I made up the goddamn news, you dickhead. But all the sites took it down, and then they changed it to, oh, she has personal reasons. Okay, fine.
But here's the thing with the story that's being reported right now, it's still confusing because they said there were initial reports that Nia walked out before Raw started on October 9th, which is the same night Neville did the same thing. 2 big changes were made for the show that day. Neville and Enzo Amore were slated to have a match. Didn't happen. He had it with Kalisto. And the other change that was made was that Nia apparently was supposed to be in the match to determine Asuka's opponent at TLC. Nia Jax was factored into every incarnation of the match, but wasn't used in the final decision. And apparently that's why she was upset, and that's why she walked out. She was supposed to face Asuka at TLC, and that didn't happen.
Do you think it's a cover-up story? Because like all of a sudden all these stories started coming out. I was tweeting at Nia and Road Dogging people, and within an hour the story changed.
I know. And it says right here, Dave Meltzer reported that Nia versus Alexa Bliss is still the big women's program WWE wants to see on Raw. Therefore, it should only be a matter of time before Jax gets a shot at the top. But you think about it, she's been flirting with the main event for a while now. Then we hear that Nia, leaves for personal reasons. But Asuka's debut is supposed to happen. She's supposed to factor into that, and she gets, knocked down yet again. Think about how many times she's had a chance to go after the women's title, but hasn't been the #1 contender. They gave it to Bayley. They gave it to Sasha. They gave it to, over and over and over again. Nia got slighted. Okay, she took a back seat. Then she was the enforcer. Then all of a sudden she body slams and attacks Alexa Bliss. And a week later, she's defending her and they're best friends again. So it certainly seems like creative wanted them to face each other, soured on that idea. Nia got fed up and walked out, and now they're saying it's personal reasons. So whether it is just a cover-up, whether it's not, it's certainly the seeds are there. Seeds of doubt have been planted. I certainly could feasibly understand why she would be fed up, why she would want to leave. I mean, we saw it live on TV. She attacked. She did what happened with Randy Orton in Evolution, the thumbs down moment. Alexa Bliss is on her shoulders. They're celebrating. Next thing you know, she back body drops her and starts to whoop her ass. Then the week later, she's defending her. She's backstage in the locker room, and she's her bodyguard again. What the fuck happened? Makes no goddamn sense.
Even Nia Jax has to be back there saying, like, what the fuck? Why would I drop her on her back and then next week be friends with her again?
Exactly. Now, she's leaving for personal reasons. So it's unclear at this point what's going on, but her social media, I guess, has been very active and on the regular. And I hope the best. Apparently, more than we realize, she's a hero for a lot of people, and she, is very influential. And I feel like she's only grown more important as time has gone on.
I really like
just
her.
Been mismanaged.
I like her as a person. She needs work on some things, and she needs to be booked better. #1.
Absolutely, but
her music needs to go. She needs a little bit. She needs to get better. She needs better music. She needs to be booked better. But she's a great person. I spoke to her. I remember being up early in Mohegan Sun, and I remember tweeting her something funny like, what the hell are you doing awake or something? She's like, I don't sleep or something. And we just went back and forth for a while. And it's been other times that I've gone back and forth with her too. And, there was another time before on my old Twitter account where she DM'd me when she was following me because my old Twitter account got deleted. And, she was very funny in that too. Like, she's just always been really funny. And she's very aware of everything. And,
she seems to be very real, very down to earth.
I like her promos usually. I liked her promos originally back in NXT because I remember saying like I sort of believe her when she talks. But on the roster, on the main roster, it's like robotic scripture. It's the weirdest thing. It's completely different. And the only
the way they're scripted. It has to be.
Yeah. And by the way, speaking of scripted, Daniel Bryan tonight at the end of the night, what the hell? What did he say? He said, oh yeah, it was so bad. He goes, It's gonna be up to Shane McMahon, and then he walked away. I was like, oh my god, that was so lame. And it's gonna be up to. I was trying to
hear what they said beforehand. They're gonna have a Daniel Bryan on a pole match. I think they said as well.
Yeah.
They're trying to take more digs at him, but
how awesome is it gonna be when Daniel Bryan hits the Indies and Daniel Bryan has the same music because you can't copyright that song.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Well, I mean, you can the song that WWE used for it, but you can redo it, and that's it.
Oh yeah, you can still have the the original theme that he came out to. So
yeah, you can't take I believe that's an uncopyrighted song at this point.
Yeah, for the orchestra music that he has for the undertone, that they built the rest of the theme off of. But yeah, his contract is set to expire in September. He's currently, stated what we saw on Twitter, that said a little like cool winking face with the emoji. So he's thinking. We've heard it multiple times. We're gonna see him again in the Indies. It has to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, man.
Before we get back into SmackDown really quick too, I know you wanted to talk about Natalya, but I thought this was pretty funny. Chris Jericho was interviewed on Metal Injection and was asked about WWE firing Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah.
And he went ahead and he talked him up. He said, I think Jimmy's a smart guy. It wouldn't surprise me if he knew something was going to happen. Maybe he was getting sick of it. I don't know. I just know as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, oof, with the hashtag, Bullet Club Invasion, you can't do that. I mean, you can't. Was it a fireable offense? Well, it's not my decision, obviously. Vince thought it was. But Jericho does say anything you enjoyed in 2016, that had Jimmy Jacobs written all over it.
Hey, everybody's saying that there's a rattling noise, and I can hear it now. Now it's driving me nuts. It's coming from your mic, I think.
Let's see if that helps.
It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like fucking. Now I saw it in the chat. And now all I can hear is that. Now it's driving me. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Is that better? We'll find out.
We'll see. I think it's pretty much gone now. I heard it again, but it's gone. It's pretty. Yeah, you got it. I think.
All right. Yeah, I gotta get a microphone. And he says, I will say this, last year, 2016, Jimmy Jacobs was my co-writer on all of it. And the weeks he wasn't there, I was like, fuck, I don't like this. I want Jimmy. So that says a lot. Jericho trusted him, and all the storylines we enjoyed came from Jimmy Jacobs. So,
baby, I got to send you a mic. That's fucking going to kill me. I'm going to send you the, I was supposed to send you a mic a long time ago. I got to get you the, what's it called? The fucking, that USB one that everybody uses now. Well, because you're using a USB right now, aren't you?
I'm using my headset, my gaming headset still.
It's a USB though, right?
Yeah, Turtle Beach.
Yeah, that's a good mic though. But I can tell it's like the stem or something is weird.
Yeah, it's had it.
They get you that stand and everything, like the one that I told Bailey to get. Oh, I sent Bailey actually.
Yeah.
Joe, how about the Seattle crowd? Seattle crowd's usually pretty good. They were pretty good tonight, especially for what they got. But I didn't really hear it too much, to be honest, because I was in a goddamn coma myself. But they were pretty good.
Yeah, the crowd was good. I know Scott said that they were very, loud and boisterous, so that's good to hear. I mean, you saw him for Daniel Bryan freaking out, which was great.
Yeah, that was huge. I was trying to figure out, I was like, oh my God, Brian's over like crazy. Then I realized it was Seattle, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
I've got an interface. I've got a voice meter interface running, and it just, even with the noise reduction and stuff, it just sucks.
It's not that bad.
This mic setup sucks. It's a little bit better now, but the wire is what shorted out a long time ago. Remember, and I had to fix the wire? You thought it was rubbing against my face, and I'm like, no, the mic's about 7 inches from my face. So.
Yeah, I remember that. We just got to send you the right mics. I forgot all about it for some reason. We'll get that shit over there. I'll get you like a boom mic.
Ooh. Or shove that right up my ass.
Oh yeah. Yeah, get you a boom mic. I could send you the mixer and stuff if you could figure that all out. I mean, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I was in a few bands over the years. I'm vaguely familiar with most of it.
Yeah, because it'll make you sound better, boisterous.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down for that.
God damn it.
You know what's funny too that I was going to bring up is that Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer reported that Neville is 100% gone.
Great.
Thanks, thanks, Dave. You're great.
Well, what I got to talk about is
WWE.
Neville is gone. He's gone. Oh yeah, Dave. My ass is beautiful. Yeah, it is. You okay, Jake?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I lost you. I was like looking around.
No, I thought you were playing audio. That's why I waited.
No, that's hilarious though, because I was sitting here like, oh man, let me go figure out what's wrong. Like, and I didn't say anything. I just felt we lost you. That's so fucking funny.
That's why this fucking Skype issue and not being able to hear donations is bullshit sometimes.
Mr. Broken Rebel's calling. Mr. Broken Rebel, call up. We'll get you on here, man.
Here we go. Go
I'm
ahead.
fucking sick as
Call
shit,
back in.
man.
Yeah, like that said, Neville and Bullet Club. Oh, I could see that now. That would be fantastic.
I'm in the Bullet Club. I don't even know.
One sweet, just to go ahead and as a fuck you to WWE. That'd be great.
Oh, I don't even. Bullet Club's getting to be like NWO though for me. If like more people keep joining, I'm gonna start not liking that. Like, stop that. You know, they got enough.
Oh, I understand that, but I just to see him, give the. He doesn't even have to be in Bullet Club. Maybe if he just did a tag match with Cody Rhodes.
I just want to see him wrestling. Like, I mean, he should face Bullet Club, to be honest.
Even that,
Kenny
just
Omega.
to be with them.
Hell Metal Forever. Is Samoa Joe injured? Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah, he's been injured for a couple months now, I feel like. He should be back, I think, in a month, maybe? I don't remember. Hell Metal Forever. Yeah, he's been injured. Samoa Joe is still injured. Neville versus Kenny Omega.
Now that would sell.
Give me Neville versus Kenny Omega. Let's go. In Ring of Honor.
Oh, that would sell like you would not believe. You can't tell me that Kenny Omega is not the top draw.
Oh my god.
All I have to say is dicks out and out. Hashtag ladyboners too. Oh, and NULLDETH voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Oh,
Lol.
shit. Shell whipping out the French. Shell, what's up? Thanks for the 33 bucks. Shell continues to be an amazing motherfucker on the Patreon and on the live donations. Shell is leading everybody for the month of October, no doubt about it.
She might be leading for 2017 as a whole.
Yeah, oh yeah. Dicks out for lady boners. Let me see who's leading here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Shell's on the top, no doubt about it. Shell is ×2 above the second person, which is Schleppy.
Wow.
Shell, thank you very much. Take a look at this list. These are the top 10 donators of October. And Schleppy's on there twice, actually, because he changed his name thing or whatever. But I think Shell might be on there twice, too. I don't even know. But no, she's not. But yeah, Shell is in first place. Schleppy in second. D Moon, call me
Who's
Luke.
looking forward to the JFK documents?
We're getting JFK documents? Is that true? Jason Tari's on there.
I'm not sure.
That would be sick. I mean, well, maybe he was talking about Jesse Ventura because I was doing that impression earlier. I've got JFK documents. Yeah. Do you know about these JFK documents? We've got them. Legend, got to catch them all. Just imagine this main event for the Rumble. Lesnar versus Joe, Cesaro, a Lions Den submission match, fapping hard as fuck. Gorillas of Destiny, says Legend, got to catch them all. Thank you. Interesting. I can imagine it. I can imagine it a bit.
I could see it, but fapping hard as fuck. I just love that line.
Oh, man,
so as we said last night, it seems that we're pretty much...
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I had a classic 1-hour match with Nakamura and Styles in WWE 2K18 and was 10 times better than Raw and SD.
Yeah, Misfit Gamer, half of these matches I'm calling, I swear to God, are better. I'd be calling some 2K tonight for you guys if I could, but I'm so sick I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, originally we planned to do some gaming, but maybe tomorrow night out of nowhere. We'll see.
Maybe, yeah. Hopefully I'm going to be better tomorrow night because I'm just too dead to do it now. I want to do it, but I'm going to die, man. I'd just be tired sitting there, like, because I'm running out of steam right now. I'm trying to just, get through these donations. We're going to end the show in a second and, get our final points here.
Yeah, we got to have you hyped up in order to enjoy it.
Party. Yeah, I feel so bad that I'm so tired.
Jinder versus Brock. Winner hashtag fucks Tommy's corpse.
Imagine Jinder just dominating Tommy's corpse. Nicholas Wolf, thanks for the $2, Nicholas. Just getting on top of Tommy and Jinder just being like, Laka, Maharaja. Imagine that shit. You want to see that, Jake?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, you know what? No. Apparently, we were, right with the speculation last night, too, with KANE returning to not only avenge the loss that Undertaker suffered by Reigns, but also to set up the Undertaker's return, apparently.
Cultaholic is in the chat.
I got you there. I just can't fucking believe it, man. I mean, yo, John Wills, thank you for the donation, John Wills. You are simply a beast, bro. Cultaholic is in the chat. Get the fuck out of here. My buddy Adam ain't in the chat. He would have told me he was coming. My buddy Adam would be telling me he was coming if he was here. I will tell you that much. And I'll tell you what, I would not be sick if Adam was in the chat or his boys were in the chat. One of the best I don't even know, but now that you bring him up, man, what a great time at WrestleCon with that motherfucker. All those guys. I'll tell you what, man, Adam is a great dude. There's some people that fucking, crapped on them. This guy was great. Here it comes. He is the perfect dark match. Tye Dillinger.
If I was Vince, and I wanted to piss off Triple H, I would send Roman Reigns to NXT in the next WWE shakeup. Now wouldn't that be glorious?
That would absolutely be glorious. I would absolutely love that. Jesus, piss off Triple H. Roman Reigns to NXT. Javier, you put Roman Reigns in NXT as a heel, and the roof might explode off the building. Javier, can you imagine if even, you know what? Don't even gotta make Roman Reigns a heel. Just say that Roman Reigns is coming to NXT TakeOver and have him work a match with somebody from NXT. Can you imagine that? That would be like John Cena showing up during the ECW show back when, remember that guy punched Orton in the crowd and Cena, Edge, and RVD and all that crap? Remember that crowd? That crowd was hot that night, man. That's what would happen. Dude, that would be... That's a pretty good idea. Yo, what's up, No Death?
I can see it now. Neville in the Bullet Club. He's got a Keebler elf skeleton on his shirt, and on the back it says, "Not on my level." Gonna patent that lol. Keebler elf versus Cody Rhodes.
Not on my Neville level. Yo, thank you very much, No Death, for the donation.
And Joe, that is the real Cultaholic, so shout out to the Adams and everybody that's over there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I went ahead and if you click on their name and go over to their page, it's their actual channel. So 93,706 subscribers already with just that intro video they put out, which was absolutely amazing. I told you, I really liked that.
I don't know. Have they launched a video yet besides the trailer?
No, just the trailer. November 1st they start. So I'm excited.
By the launch time, they'll probably have 300,000. Maybe by launch they'll have 300,000. I don't know. But yeah, man, those guys.
Blompi, Pacitti, King, all of them. The five of them are so capable. Whatever they do, it's going to be fantastic.
It's a ghost town over there on the What Culture channel now. It feels so gross over there. I don't know why, man. I just feel naughty when I'm over there. I unsubbed the channel. I couldn't even take it anymore. They were this and that was coming on. Dude,
I feel so disingenuous to go ahead and watch the content because it's just a shell of its former self. It doesn't have the same feel to it.
It doesn't.
I'm not just being salty either. Like, oh, Adam's not here.
No,
because I tried to give it a chance.
There's a reason why. You sub to something because of personalities. You do. You really do. And if they don't have the personalities that you grew to love, it's not going to be the same. It's not like one of the guys left. It's not like somebody left. The whole goddamn crew left. And there's not that familiarity. And nobody likes change. But it's not the same channel. It just, when you bring completely different people in, it's just not the same thing. People subbed for a personality. That's what a lot of people don't realize when they start YouTube channels. You know what I mean? First of all, maybe your tags suck. Maybe your titles aren't very good. Maybe what you did in the video isn't good. Maybe you need to fix that. But in the end, a lot of times, you can have a shitty camera. The title may not be the best. The thumbnail may not be the best. And, nowadays, you got to make sure everything's perfect so that you even get a view. But in the end, if someone clicks on your video and your personality doesn't fit what they want, and you're not connecting with that person, bam, they're gone, and it don't matter. So when you completely switch personalities, you're going to affect the fan base and the crowd. And you know, I know Chairshot got like a 2-video show or whatever. They didn't even get a chance, really. They got a chance. They got thrown right off of there. But you know what? They gained a bunch of subs from people that did like them. But it's a mess over there, dude. Who cares? But what a great name.
Like you said, though, you made a great point. And the thing is, it wasn't an amicable split either. You know, it wasn't like, oh, they're moving on to go and start their own venture and to go ahead and try things. You know, once we found out that Adam was no longer, in charge and the GM of WCPW, that WCPW was changing their name, and they removed these guys essentially forcefully from the company overnight. They all they did was send out a tweet. They didn't even make a video saying, hey, by the way, these guys are let go. Not even like a best of luck. Just bam, you're out.
Yeah.
It was such a harsh and bitter pill to swallow that no wonder why the fans revolted against them.
Yeah, we don't really, and I don't even know, exactly what's up. I mean, we'll figure it out. But yo, shout out to the cult, dogs. I mean, I don't know why they didn't say much. They just, I don't think they said anything. I don't know exactly what they said. But yeah.
No, we got a little smiley emoji, but still cool to have him here.
Well,
so.
Give you a big smile. A big shout out to Adam, man. He's the guy I wish I'd worked with him after WrestleCon. We talked a little bit, but I think life is so chaotic. But yeah, we'll see what happens. What else we got for SmackDown? Anything we didn't talk about, you think, that we didn't hit on?
We talked about the women's match. There wasn't much excitement from the ladies. Let's
take a call. This guy's been calling here. The phone lines are still full up here. Sorry. 813.
Yeah, I know we lost Tony before too. So
813, you're on the phone. What's up?
Man, after it became painfully obvious watching SmackDown tonight, that show has become absolutely unbearable.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun. I don't know. I mean, like, what did you hate about it?
I mean, seeing the women's match be a clusterfuck, the WWE title being treated like a mid-carder.
And then now the guy's booked to work with your biggest guy in the company right now, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and then if Jinder Mahal were to beat Brock Lesnar, a lot of angry fans would turn off the TV because they would lose a lot of ratings, attendance would be dropping, and they would just be alienated from their fans.
I really feel that, dude, that this is a lose-lose situation. There is no way, unless there's something that WWE has planned that I'm not aware of that's going to take place, to me, this match is just a absolute lose-lose situation. Like, this is a nightmare to book this match.
Yeah, SmackDown Live is supposed to be a 2-hour show, yet it feels like it's already been out there for 6.
Yeah, it does. Tonight, sometimes SmackDown feels like it's like a 4-hour show. Sometimes SmackDown feels like it's way too quick. I just did. There was no value tonight for the most part. And thanks for the call. Good call. I mean, if we could go back to Natalya, you know what I would do with Natalya? Lana's still being booked like a heel, right?
Yeah, with Tamina, she was the manager for Tamina in the most recent, run with her.
They should have Natalya as the champion. They should have Natalya hurt somebody who's a face. Like, whoever, I don't know if it could be Becky, whoever she's not going to be feuding with next, I think Natalya should wrap a chair around somebody's ankle and jump off the top rope and smash her ankle. I mean, we haven't seen that in a while, but, have Natalya do that just as like a fresh thing, and then like then somebody can come and challenge her the next week, something, but instead and then have your 2-on-2 or 6-woman tag match or whatever you want to do. But it was just a big schmoz of another cluster of all the women together, and then it's become throw all the women together in some kind of cluster match, and then Carmella walks around like Vanna White holding the briefcase. That's what they've started to repeat that a lot.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn it.
Sadly.
I'm dripping water, man. I'm so sick.
Yeah, we got to get the hell out of here. But, we'll take a few more phone calls. We pretty much touched upon everything else. We said briefly, Baron Corbin, Sin Cara. We saw Sin Cara defeat Baron by a countout. That was a goddamn joke. They put Corbin over Styles clean last week. Clean. And then he gets destroyed by Sin Cara in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, next.
Yeah. Well, we got 619. What's up? You're live.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Jake? Mr. Rel in the house.
Oh,
what's going
no!
on?
No, why the fuck? Someone sent me the Gordon Hayward photo up close. Oh, God, he's like screaming. Oh, my God. Fucking God damn it. God damn it, Milk Dud. I hate you. All right, I'm sorry. What's up?
I got 2 points. Or 2 things. You know how you say SmackDown is The Rock's brand? Not anymore.
Right.
Notice that the SmackDown's being a shithole since that Attitude Era, and now AJ Styles came in and brought it back up. It's AJ Styles brand now. Think about that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, are you kidding me? These guys have been killing it. AJ Styles killed it, too.
And I got another point. Let's go back to the Attitude Era where Vince McMahon was literally going to kill Raw and brought in the NWO.
Yeah.
He's going to kill his brand. He's killing his brand. Not only one brand, but he's killing SmackDown too. And he's going to say, all I got to say is WWE is going to be a dying breed pretty soon.
It's not looking good, man. Ratings are trending downward. Attendance is trending downward. And we're not just talking about because it's winter time either. You know what I mean? This has been going on for a while. We are in those dark months. But, dude, it's the same thing if you go January to December and you keep comparing January to December over the last 5 years, pretty sure that the trend is downward. So, I mean, you're right. And shout out to everybody in California. Shout out to San Antonio. What's up, San Antonio? Let me play these donations that I paused for a few here.
Super Chat. Through. Sarah chiming in.
What's up, Sarah?
Joe and Jake are amazing. Go Styles Nakamura.
Yo, Sarah, what's up? How you doing? Thank you very much. Yeah, go Nakamura. You know why Cult was probably in here? You know why Adam was in here? They're probably going to steal my ideas. That's why they're in here. They're trying to figure out what Joe does right. That's what you know it, Adam. You fuck. No.
Hey, like Adam said, when has been, being part of a cult ever been a bad idea?
Cult of Cronin. Don't you worry. Those Cult of Cronin shirts are coming.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that to be out. Did you also hear that Triple H announced that the extraordinary Leo Rush has been welcomed into the WWE Universe?
Yeah, we knew that was coming, but party. Welcome to hell.
Triple H, Vince if send Roman down, he is going heel. Vince, never mind.
Triple H, Vince if send Roman down, he's going heel. Vince, never mind. That's hilarious. Misfit Gamer 101, thanks for the $5. Oh, man. Yeah, Roman on NXT would be, oh, my God, man. That would be, the last time that heat happened was Eva Marie in NXT. Remember the heat she was getting? I feel like, even though, I hated her, I really did hate her, and people really did hate her, and she was, the only thing was that she got a little dangerous, I think. But, man, part of me, it's like, I wish she didn't leave, because that was kind of fun. She was...
Super yeah, she was party. Nuclear level heat. It was working.
I unsubbed when King Ross and both Adams left. I miss WTF moments on What Culture.
Yeah. Wow. Misfit Gamer 101, thanks for the sub. I unsubbed. Oh, yeah, I would unsub. Dude, I did the same thing, Misfit. Why would he even be there? F that thing. No, I had Cult of Cronin shirts years ago, so that was already something I did. Cult of Cronin. We were going to go with Cronies. We never put them. We never really released them. They didn't really sell. I didn't really talk about them.
Yeah, that's where I made that. The stupid joke, the Killer Cronin Club. We had the KKK as the dumb joke. 2.5, 3 years ago.
What? I'm not touching that one. I don't know what you're talking about. Waterboy1 says, all they're doing for me is making me want to see Daniel Bryan snap and start beating the shit out of all the heels on SmackDown Live. Yeah, they keep doing this where it's like they get crazy heat on these guys, Waterboy, and then Daniel Bryan can't fight them back. And then he's like, oh, I've got to get 2 guys that are going to whoop your ass, I guess. And they give the heat to the other. I don't know, I get it. So Randy Orton and Nakamura are like a tag team right now. I mean,
Well, like I said, you know, it was brutal what they said, but he's an easy target because he can't strike back. So
yeah, he's like Tommy NC. You know?
Tommy can strike back, but
yeah, but it ain't right when he strikes back. It's always a
it's a mess.
Just played Dave Rose laughing.
Also, I want to say really quick, Alan, AJ Sways on Twitter, happy birthday. He's actually, you know, he's overseas and he's one of the Birmingham boys. He's going to try and get Pete Dunne to come on the show. It's you know, he lived just down the road from him growing up, so he's going to see if he can get Pete Dunne on the show. That'd be great if that happened.
Yeah, man, I love Pete Dunne. That'd be great. I love Pete Dunne.
But happy birthday. Hopefully you had a great birthday. I know you're quite a few hours ahead of us, but hopefully you enjoyed your day and get to be another year older. So happy birthday from the Cronin Club.
I hope you had a good day, man. We got to get out of here. I thank all you guys for listening and sticking through the show tonight, even though I'm sick and I'm snotting on myself. And I've been off camera a lot. My voice sounds weird. I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody who donated tonight. I'll see you guys on Twitter, at RealJoeCronin on Twitter. All my other stuff is over here if you want to support the show. Patreon is right there, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Support us there, $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you can do. YouTube is censoring my videos, so when they get censored, they go up there. I've got a couple I've got to upload. YouTube shutting me down with some videos. Plus the bonus, almost every day you get Morning Madness. Every week you get a couple hours of Corrupted podcast and a bunch of other shit that I'm not going to mention right now because I don't feel good. But everything else is there: Facebook, Instagram, all that bullshit. Find me on every platform of social media and stalk me and tell me that you want to, make me a woman and put me in your basement or something. I don't know. Thank you so much. My name is Joe Cronin. Make sure you sub my real channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. Well, I have more than that, but these are the ones that are important right now. YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. That's where I talk about wrestling. That's where I talk about all the wrestling, all the wrestle talk, all that other stuff. Needle Dick says Waterboy. Thank you, Needle Dick. I mean Waterboy. And right here on Corrupted, we just go live temporarily while the YouTube strike is here. So make sure you sub my real wrestling channel, YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. And thanks for subbing here on Corrupted. Hey, makes me wonder how the hell Adam and all the guys over at Cultaholic knew that I was live on Corrupted. Kind of funny. But that's because you're stalking me, Adam, you son of a bitch. Good night, guys. Thanks for listening. Fuck
Joe,
you.
if you're listening, you stupid fuck. Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin because it's just so fucking sad.
You're listening to the Joe Cronin Show. That means you have a giant dick. Unless you're a woman, that means your pussy is awesome. What the fuck?